Hello, boys and girls. Let's go over our math lesson for today, Thursday, April 9th. We are on chapter 8.7 and it starts on page 333. 333. So this lesson today, boys and girls, is going to talk about counting to 100, which you guys have been doing an amazing job with. But instead of counting every single number, today we are going to count by tens. So say count by tens with me. Count by tens. And what that means, boys and girls, is we are going to say every 10th number all the way until we get down to 100. So in your chart, we are going to say only the numbers that end in a 0. And you can see that they are circled here for you. So what I want you to do is to take your pencil and trace over the circles for every number that ends in a 0. And as you do it, say your number out loud. So just like this. Start at your top. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and you're going to do that all the way down. After you've circled your tens, go back up, use your fingers so you don't lose your space, and count, starting with 10 to 20, 30, 40, 50, all the way down to 100. So you're going to count just this column a few times, starting with 10 all the way down to 100. This is called counting by tens, and it makes it really easy to count to big numbers if we count by tens. It's a lot faster than going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, we don't have to do that. We can go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and so on and so on. So go ahead and try that. Then let's turn to page 334. And on this page, now we're going to fill in some numbers. So on page 334, we have a few numbers missing. This is the exact same chart that we were just using, except we're just going to 50 on this chart. And we are missing 2 numbers. So there's 2 ways to figure this out. We can start with 1 and count across, and we see that the first number we need comes after number 9. Well, what comes after number 9? 10. That's right. And then we can come down here, 11, 12, 13, 14, all the way across, 18, 19, 20. So that's one way we can fill it in. And then we can also look at this column. It's bigger than the others. So we see that we are working with those tens again. If you go back to your chart on page 333, you can look to see what number comes before 30. What tens number comes before 30? 20. Okay, so this is a little bit trickier to do it this way since we're still learning. It's perfectly fine to count across and fill in your number. So I'm going to do that here. 8, 9, I'm going to put 10. Then we count all the way down here. 18, 19, 20. And now I have filled in my column with my tens. So count going down starting at 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Look how fast you just counted to 50. You didn't have to go by every single number. You could just say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Go ahead and trace the remaining numbers. Trace 30, 40, and 50. And then this page is done. Great work, boys and girls. I know that this is a little tricky because it is new, but that's okay. We're going to get lots of practice at this. Let's come to page 335. We are doing the exact same thing. We are picking up after 50 down here comes 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So boys and girls, trace all of these numbers, say them as you trace them, and then start over with counting by tens. So start here with 10 and count all the way down until you get to 100. You are just saying the numbers, tracing and saying the numbers, boys and girls, okay? Let's turn to page 336. Okay, now we have a few different directions for this page, so listen carefully. Here's what we're going to do. We actually have a word problem. I know how much you guys like word problems, but we're not going to draw a picture for this word problem. Instead, we're going to fill in our chart for the word problem, and then I'll show you how to check it, okay? So the first part of our problem says, Tony has 10 marbles. So what number should I put here? Tony has 10 marbles. I'm going to put the number 10 right here at the top. And then it says, Jenny has 10 more marbles than Tony. So if Tony has 10, Jenny has 10 more. And what is 10 plus 10? 20. So let's put 20 right here on this line. Tony has 10 marbles, and Jenny has 10 more marbles than Tony does. And one way that we can check this, boys and girls, is by counting across. If we're not sure, we want to check our work, we're going to count across. Let's see. 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that correct? Yes, it is. Let's come down here. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Is 20 correct? Yes, it is. Very good. So we know that we have the correct numbers here, 10 and 20. All right, now here's the rest of our problem. You're going to need your pencil, or you can use a crayon if you would like. Lindsay has 10 more marbles than Jenny. Underline the number of marbles that Lindsay has. Okay, this is Jenny. She's got 20 marbles. Lindsay has 10 more marbles. So how many does Lindsay have? You can look straight down your column, takes us to 30, or you can count 10 from 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So Lindsay has 30 marbles. Let's put a line underneath. 30 marbles. Excellent. So far, boys and girls, we have Tony has 10 marbles. Jenny has 10 more marbles. So Jenny has 20. Lindsay has 10 more than Jenny. Lindsay has, say this number, 30. Excellent. The last part of our problem, listen carefully. When we count by tens, let's do that together. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. When we count by tens, circle the number that comes after 40. So we're not looking at the rest of this chart right now. Pretend the rest of these numbers are not here. We're just looking at this column. When we count by tens, what number comes after 40? 10, 20, 30, 40. What number comes next? 50. Very good. Circle the number 50 because when we count by tens, 50 comes after 40. And let's count this together one more time. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. You guys are so smart. I am really, really proud of you. This was hard work today. Keep it up, boys and girls. I'm so proud of you, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.